We're back for more true crime stories. This time we're officially postal inspectors. Right, there you go. Too bad they only gave us one though. Anyway, here is our next case. Case number 2, Operation Bogart. So now we have Senior Postal Inspector Mike Walton travel to the East Coast where a shady art gallery has been accused of mailing forged pieces of artwork to hundreds of customers across America. The suspected crime? Fraud. So this one just says classified. We're no longer in training, and it is difficulty 3 stars. So we're expecting this to be a little more difficult than the first one, which we kind of had a little bit of trouble with. So hopefully we'll be all right. And to give an update, if you saw the first case, we were having troubles with the emails. They actually did reach out to us, and they just happened to be having issues with their emails when we were playing. Anyways, they said it was working again. So hopefully if we have emails in this one, it'll be fine. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. This time I also pre-sliced these. They're quite sticky, so we won't have any trouble here. Tip to you guys if you ever play this game, just to leave them on because they're very sticky when you take them off. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we can read this first. So United States Postal Inspection Service, Criminal Investigations Service Center. Dear Inspector, congrats on graduating from the Academy with such strong marks. I remember when they put me in front of that Black Hand Mafia case. Had me scratching my head for days trying to figure it out. Anyway, you're one of us now. Time to start working on the real stuff. Operation Bogart. Everyone in the art world knows about the Good Plains Gallery. They operate out of warehouses in New Jersey, but use the US mail system to do business all over the states. Most people would call Good Plains a modern-day American success story. We're not so sure. Over the past few months, we've had reports from disgruntled customers claiming they've been ripped off. They all thought they owned an original piece of art by the world-famous painter Nova Oz. Now it looks like they could be cheap knockoffs. Inspector, this is a big-time outfit. If these paintings are indeed fake, we could have a multi-million-dollar fraud case on our hands. Your first mission: find evidence that confirms all 3 paintings are fakes and not originals. I've attached interviews with the 3 customers, along with pictures of their paintings. Once you think you've got something, head over to this website and we'll see how it looks. MJ Walton, or Mike J. Walton, Senior Postal Inspector.
I wonder if there will be puzzles that are like spot the difference.
Okay, well, first we can see that the files are here. So this looks like we have a group here.
We should have 3 customers.
But I just want to check to make sure, because we need to see if there's anything we're not able to open yet. So we have a bunch of stuff here, more stuff here, and we do have a locked folder. 2 locked folders, file B5 and file B6. So we will make sure not to touch those, but it seems like we got enough here. Plenty to look at right now. So let's start with this group that's paper clipped. Okay, first we have telephone interview with Drew Lee. Oh, it's a little bit sticky there. And this must be the one that he has?
I think so.
Because each person has a painting, right?
It says Nova Oz.
You guys can see. Home at Last. Okay. Second interview, Richard Baker. Richard Baker. Look at this. This is not an R. Okay. And then I'm guessing this is his painting.
Very cool.
And the third one, Victoria Browning. Ooh, look at hers. Very nice. And we have a fold out here. A poster. Wow. This quality is really nice.
Can you tell in the camera? It's like a textured poster. Very cool.
Nothing on the back. We'll just keep this folder for now. So we can go through the interviews first before we go through the rest. What do you think?
I think so, because it says I've attached interviews with 3 customers, so maybe start there.
All right, that's what we'll do. So I can read as Drew Lee if you want to be the senior inspector foreman. Drew Lee, a retired U.S. Marine from Fort Worth, Texas. he received an original painting, Home at Last, from a friend.
Beginning interview with Mr. Drew Lee, February 24th, 1991.
Thank you for speaking with me.
The thanks are all mine, Mr. Lee. Why don't you start by telling me how you acquired this painting?
So a few years ago, a good buddy of mine gets into some gambling trouble. Nothing illegal, just a bit of debt that he couldn't pay. I helped him out. He paid me back with this painting.
How much we talking here?
I bailed him out for around $2,000, but he said this was a 1978 original and worth at least double. I heard a bit about Nova Oz, knew he was kind of a big deal, so I went for it.
Any idea how he got a hold of a 1978 original?
Sure do. Bought it off the Good Plains Gallery a few years before. Been sitting in USPS wrapping ever since. Said it was his big investment.
Well, sounds like it didn't go to plan.
Nope, it became my big investment instead. That thing was supposed to be a college fund for my daughter. Now I feel like a chump.
How do you mean?
Well, I took it to an appraiser, didn't I? But he can't make his mind up about it. Says something feels off about it. My buddy doesn't have the money to pay me back, so the way I see it, Good Plains are the ones that owe me.
You just might be right. Let's speak soon.
Interview terminated. All right, so that's number one.
Looks like a head.
Oh yeah, Richard Baker, Canadian in his mid-60s, purchased an original painting, A Union, in 1988.
Beginning interview with Mr. Richard Baker, February 18th, 1991.
Those Good Plains gangsters ripped me off and I won't stand for it.
Slow down, start from the beginning.
It was a few years back. Me and my ex-wife were on our honeymoon in Hawaii. We'd had a bit of rum to drink and stumbled into the Good Plains Gallery on the island. The sales assistant and her got talking. I ended up buying it for her, and a few weeks later, it turned up in the mail.
Quite the gentleman. How much did it set you back?
A little bit over $8,000. And for what? She looked at it for a few minutes. Then 3 months later, poof, she's gone.
Gone, sir?
That she-devil divorced me, took half of everything I had. You know the funniest part? I'm the one who got stuck with that gosh darn painting.
And you don't much like the painting?
Are you kidding? I took that thing to an appraiser first chance I got. Couldn't stand seeing it every day.
What did they say?
So get this. The guy said something just didn't feel right about it. Can you believe that?
You know what, Mr. Baker? Yes, I can. We'll be in touch soon.
I want my darn money. And here's the one that he purchased.
The painting actually looks upside down.
Ooh, can go either way, huh? Okay, number 3. Victoria Browning, on behalf of her mother, Phyllis Browning. She was sold an original painting, Cataclysm. Beginning interview with Miss Victoria Browning, February 21st, 1991.
That's Mrs. Browning. Thank you very much.
So sorry, Mrs. Browning. Can you tell me a bit about your experience with Good Plains Gallery?
My experience? Ha! This is my mother's mess. I'm just here to make things right.
Okay then, what happened?
So she receives this flyer in the mail. These Good Plains Gallery guys talking about how art is some great investment. She calls the number and before you know it, she's giving them her credit card details. I mean, come on.
I'm guessing a painting turned up soon after that?
Darn right. A few weeks later, a package arrives in the mail with her brand new investment. When I found out what happened, I went bananas, called up the gallery right away.
What did they say?
Well, they sure had a lot to say for themselves, mostly about a no refund policy. Here's the thing though, I got a knack for reading people, and the guy I spoke to sounded shadier than a palm tree. I don't know much about art, but I bet my left arm that this painting my mom got hustled into buying is next to worthless.
Well, we'll have to see about that. Thanks for your time, Mrs. Browning. We'll be in touch.
Is that nice man from the art gallery again, dear?
Oh, that's the mom.
Wait, what?
It's her mom.
Oh, I didn't understand the question.
Is that the nice man from the art gallery again, dear?
Not now, Mom.
Mom. Okay. Interview terminated. And this is hers or her mom's, however you want to see it.
You know, I noticed something different about the paintings. What I noticed that's different are the signatures.
Ah.
They're All
They're all
different.
different. It's a great observation.
Spot the difference.
All right, let's look at this poster. Good Plains Gallery, we have an address. Always keep addresses in mind. This month in the spotlight, Nova Oz, complete collection spanning over 30 years. The Good Plains Guarantee. One-of-a-kind art. Every piece is totally unique, coming straight from the original artist. Delivered to your door. All purchases are sent first class and fully insured through the U.S. Postal Service. I think we have to look at the rest of the stuff.
What's our task?
Find evidence that confirms all 3 paintings are fakes. Oh, is it the signatures? But we don't know what the original is supposed to look like.
Well, I mean, in their interview, they said that they each brought their painting to
An appraiser?
yeah, and they all confirmed that it was not the real painting, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, but that didn't really take much investigation.
I think we need proof though, right? Maybe we should see what else is here.
Sure.
Let's bring this back. Okay, maybe we just go in order.
Okay.
So next, there's a picture. The Dawn Ceremony Museum. Haven't heard that before. Where's this at? The location on the top?
Oh.
Oh, it's just their gallery. Anything you notice?
Nope.
Anything on the back? No. Okay, let's read this. Hopefully you guys can see this, because this is a glossy sheet. The Dawn Ceremony Museum, we have an address. Hours are 10 to 17 o'clock. So 10 to 5 p.m., right?
Yeah.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. My dear inspector, thank you ever so much for writing to us. My beloved museum has been flourishing for years. In fact, we'll soon be approaching our jade anniversary, should you be so kind as to visit. Alas, in all my years, I rarely heard of anything so ghastly as this. To counterfeit an artist's work for personal gain, and to make matters worse, the work of the great Nova Oz. Good heavens, the very notion brings me to illness. Illness! In my efforts to help, I have stumbled upon a recent catalog of Nova's work, curated by our very own curators. I've also attached the last excerpt from our museum's short magazine. I have no doubt you will enjoy it. It's a wonderful read. If there's any assistance my museum may offer, I implore you to contact me. Forever in eternity, Ivory Court's Museum Director. Wow. Okay, and here is a catalog. This also, is this from the magazine, right? Okay, let's look at this first. The Dawn and Ceremony Museum presents extraordinary canvases of Nova Oz, an exploration into the mind of one of our most celebrated surrealist painters. March 18th to June 2nd, 1990. I don't know if these dates are gonna matter.
The interviews happened in 1991.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so we have her collection. We haven't seen these. Oh, we do have different signatures.
Maybe we compare the signatures to see if it matches
Okay.
them. Yeah.
I don't see this one anywhere. Keep going. So I guess she has different signatures, but it should match for the actual painting, right?
Wait, hold on. Are all of these different or any of them are the same?
Oh wait, this is the collection, and some of these could be fake, right?
I read the letter as if it was real. Yeah, recent catalog of Nova's work.
Curated by our very own curators.
Mhm.
Okay. So I guess she does have different signatures.
Oh, this is the same one as the...
This one, yeah. There's no signature there though. Got one more page.
Ooh.
And there's one of them. And that matches. But the painting? Is the painting off? They look the same.
Yeah, they look very similar. I mean, are we doing spot the difference?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, I do see slight differences. Like...
The clouds?
Yeah.
Where?
So, like, the signature is underneath this, like, vein of clouds, and this doesn't have that.
You're right, you're right. Yeah, that one's obvious. Yeah, let me see. I mean, no, now that I thought you were like, oh, the shading is like, you know, this whatever. Once you see it, it becomes obvious.
I mean, even the clouds are a little bit different.
I thought, yeah, the ratio was a bit different.
And I might be crazy, but the signature looks slightly different to me.
I mean, there's our proof right there. Let's just keep that.
But I mean, are we supposed to look at it like that detailed? Or am I just like really nitpicky? I don't know. I'm questioning myself.
I think so, yeah. The scale's off. These are one of a kind, right? She didn't make two of the same painting, so there shouldn't be different versions of this.
And then they did say 1968.
Yeah, I think so. In 1988. Well, that's when he purchased it. But it was made in the 60s.
Yeah, 68, I think.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in there. What a collection. Of all the work Nova has produced, these are some of my favorites. My heart weeps in a good way.
So artsy.
Okay, let's look at this magazine.
I'm just gonna take this out, yeah?
Okay, I was just gonna leave it together, keep it together. All right, it's double-sided. The Life and Death of Nova Oz, Surrealist, Innovator, Enigma. The date is May 11th, 1912, and it is a cold, stormy night in the Greek town of Kalambaka. The locals close their windows and lock their doors. They do not know what the storm brings, or should I say, who. At the stroke of midnight, Gregorius von Zoa was born. By the age of 13, he would dispose of his first name for good, keeping only an anagram of his family name, von Zoa, becoming Nova Oz. And Nova Oz became a legend. Traveling to Madrid, he began an affair with the artistic world of surrealism. His paintings shocked his art school professors. With every new piece, he appeared to be conquering untold heights. They knew, all of them, that they were witnessing a master of work. However, no matter how high he reached, Nova would never sit still for long. In fact, one of his most defining traits, up to the very end, was that he would never do anything the same way twice. His clothes, his signature, even his paintbrushes, once they'd been used, they were never seen again. That explains the different signatures. Over the years, his painting style continued to become more and more ferocious. Even in old age, he would continue to dazzle fans and silence critics with brave new approaches to the art world. On August 28, 1981, Nova put down his paintbrush for the very last time. The storm had ended, but it left a powerful impression.
Just who is Ivory Quartz, the man behind it all? I don't know why I did that with an accent. As the anniversary of the dawn ceremony draws near, we take a moment to look at the fascinating life of its founder, Ivory Quartz. A New York local, Ivory's past has always been somewhat shrouded in mystery, and that seems to be how he likes it. There are two things we know for sure. Firstly, that he was impassioned by painting ever since he was young. And secondly, that he opened the Dawn Ceremony Museum almost 20 years ago as part of the two-person all-seeing collective. But what happened to them is another mystery altogether. Over the years, he's dedicated his life to the museum, its visitors, and the work within. The collective may have disbanded long ago, but it seems that Ivory isn't going anywhere soon. Ivory Quartz's full autobiography is available at the Dawn Ceremony gift shop. A jubilee to celebrate the jade anniversary of the Dawn Ceremony Museum, to be held inside the East Wing of the museum on May 16th. Together, we celebrate the birth of the Dawn Ceremony Museum. We will be joined by original founder Ivory Quartz amongst other special guests. To attend, please RSVP at your earliest convenience by emailing that email. Okay, and then adverts. Ergon stock. For all your paper and canvas needs, looking for quality printing at a reasonable price, you'll get what you need with Ergon. No job is too big or too small. Get in touch today at this website.
I'm gonna visit that too.
Yeah. Art tutoring available. Looking to shake loose the shackles and unleash the inner artist within? We can help. Art classes at the Dawn Ceremony Museum every Tuesday and Thursday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at this address. Paint aplenty. Oil and acrylic, graphite and chalk, pigments and powders, whatever your desire, you'll find it at Paint aplenty at that address. Frames by Agatha. Give your wonderful art the home it deserves. With over 30 years experience and hundreds of different styles to choose from, custom designs available on request. Please allow up to 4 weeks for manufacture and delivery at that email. Interesting. I feel like there's a lot of information here.
Got 2 emails and a website. I feel like we should send this RSVP right now. I'll do the email here. You could check the website.
Oh.
Divide and conquer. Okay, sent. What was this one? Frames by Agatha. Let's just send like a request or something.
So that's another thing too, is that each painting has a different frame.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna match. Maybe they might return a website that we can look at. Oh, they responded. The Ivory Quartz responded.
It works.
Okay, so I'll read this. It says, "Greeting, my wonderful friend. For all inquiries regarding the upcoming Jade anniversary for my beloved gallery, no invitation is required. Simply arrive at the door and we will welcome you with open arms. Please note that some pieces, including many from Nova Oz, remain on loan to the Good Plains Gallery. As for any other questions regarding my former partner, I have nothing further to say on the matter. Kindest regards, IQ." Who's IQ?
Ivory Quartz.
Oh yeah, I just emailed. Feeling stuck? Oh, this is a hint here. Inspector, if you're hitting a dead end, try some of these clues out. Oh, it just goes to their website. So...
Sorry, I just noticed something else too in this pamphlet. These 2 paintings don't have signatures.
Oh, interesting.
Just something curious to note.
Because he said something about he stopped, right?
After 1980...
August 28th, 1981.
81.
Oh, but that's 1980.
It's a fake!
No, he stopped in 1981.
Yeah, so this is 1980. There should be a signature.
Well, it said too that he was getting more ferocious in old age.
Okay.
You forgot. Okay, I got a reply from Agatha as well. "Hi there. Thanks for getting in touch. We're out of office for the next few weeks, but please find a pricing list below. Small, $60 plus. Medium, $100 plus. Large, $150 plus. Extra large, $180. XXL, $250. See ya, Agatha." All right, probably pricing will come to matter. Okay, so I don't know what that gives us, but now let's see what we have here.
Ivory Quartz had a partner?
Who is the partner? So this part too was like something about this. He opened the Dawn Ceremony Museum almost 20 years ago as part of the 2-person All-Seeing Collective. But what happened to them is another mystery altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a partner
20 years ago?
when they first started. And then something happened.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
What's
This
this?
is Ergon. Okay. It says Ergon Stock. Unleash your creativity with Ergon Stock. Introducing Ergon Stock, your one-stop shop for all your paper printing needs. Our premium quality paper and the cutting-edge printing technology ensure that your projects will look professional and polished every time. From business cards to flyers, brochures to posters, our versatile paper stocks and wide variety of finishing options give you the freedom to create the perfect design that matches your brand's aesthetic. And with our fast turnaround times and affordable prices, you can rest assured that your project will be completed on time and on budget. Established in 1975, based in New Jersey.
So is this a link?
I think so. But before you click it, it says in 1975. So I think that gives us a time frame of what possibly could have been doctored.
They all definitely purchased it after that, right? So the interviews are in 1991. He bought it in 1988. I don't know when the rest of them bought it. A few years ago.
Okay.
That checks out.
I don't know
About
about
her.
this one. I don't know. That one doesn't say.
Well, Good Plains Gallery started 20 years ago. So
No.
around the time of this, right?
Wait, how do we know it started 20 years ago?
The magazine.
That was for dawn ceremony. Is it the same thing?
Oh, right.
So Ivory Quartz and this mystery partner started Dawn Ceremony Museum, and Ivory Quartz is the one that wrote the letter about the unfortunate situation with Good Plains Gallery. Wait,
What is this?
What did it say about Good Plains? I forgot. Oh yeah, this one.
So Good Plains Gallery. This month in Spotlight. This doesn't have a date. We don't know what month this is or year.
Yeah.
But we know this painting. When did this painting come out?
Good question, detective. 1966.
Oh, okay. So this was before this company was established. So we know that can't be fake. But I mean, I don't know if that really helps us with anything.
Actually, we don't know because...
Sorry. It can be fake. It can be fake.
Yeah, any painting can be fake. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. It's the only thing is that if it was purchased before 1975, it cannot be fake.
Right. But I think of the three people we have, it was all after this.
Except we don't know about the
The
mother,
mom,
daughter.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So is this a link? It is not. This is an image. So I think they're trying to say that these things can print on canvas to make it look like a painting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on. Good Plains Gallery. Photo here. Some stylish people. Ooh, we have a couple people talking in front of a painting.
Ooh, it's also a reflection painting.
Oh, is this Ivory?
No, it's the other guy. This guy. The artist.
Oh, this is Nova. And who's this guy?
I don't know, but he looks like Sean Connery.
So, have another glossy letter here. Dear Inspector, we appreciate you bringing this to our attention, but we are already well aware of the accusations being made against us. The Good Plains Gallery is a family business that has spanned generations. We operate all across the country and fulfill hundreds of orders every single month. Each of these orders is treated with the utmost care and precision. We have a huge amount of respect for our customers, our product, and the world of art in general. As for Nova Oz, he was always very fond of us. I have attached a picture of us both on the day he presented the gallery with this 1976 classic. In short, we fundamentally deny all allegations of wrongdoing and have no further comment on the matter. Regards, Linus Ardell. So we know who our mystery man is.
Linus Ardell's connected to Good Plains. How do you know Linus Ardell is the partner? He could be, but I don't know why, how you got that.
He has an email. You can ask him.
Yeah, let's do it. Say, who are you? What's your relationship with everything that's going on?
I'm so glad these emails are working. Subject questions. I have a few questions. That should be good enough.
No, say, did you have any business with Ivory Quartz? I guess it doesn't matter. It's going to be an automated email.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Let's just wait. They've been coming pretty fast.
Oh.
Whoa. Rita, thank you for 5 coffees.
Wow.
Love your vids. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita.
All right, auto reply. Thank you for emailing the Good Plains Gallery. I'm afraid we are not currently taking any bookings. Please try again at a later time. Linus. And then he has a picture here, which I'll show you guys. And that's it.
No, signature.
Ooh.
That's the same signature as this one, is it not? Maybe you can show.
Well, what about here? Oh, he's blocking it.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same painting as here.
Right, but if it's the same signature, we know that he doesn't sign it.
Oh, yeah. This is the exact. Yeah, you're right. It's exact same one on this.
Ba-ba-bang.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So that's actually one evidence I think we need to enter on the website.
All right.
This is the first concrete evidence we found?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. What about in the catalog? I mean,
There's
if
no repeating ones.
no, if this is true that you're saying that the location of the signature is different, that'll be why I approve this one.
I mean, you really
Okay,
you
here's-
really have to focus on it. I mean, I know there's a difference, but I don't know. It's like so like you really have to pay attention. Is that the purpose of the game maker, that they wanted you to look at like this line of like you know, cloud difference? I don't know. Yeah, okay, anyway.
All right, now we just need to prove this one, right? The
Yeah.
cataclysm. We need to prove this one's fake. So let's keep going.
Does it actually say proof 3 paintings are fake?
Yeah, all 3.
I see.
All right, and that will hopefully be in here.
Okay.
Minerva Bloom.
Don't get on her nerves. Take that out, okay.
Nope, I'm adding all the sound effects and everything. Is that one of the paintings?
No, but it's so similar to the main one.
Yeah.
Looks like a knockoff.
We have another letter. We have a photocopy of a book page. Oh, and here. Oh no, this is a different painting. But while you have that, I will read this. Dear Inspector, thank you for reaching out to me. It hurts my soul to think of Nova's work being exploited for evil, especially when you consider all the beauty he brought into the world. My name is Minerva Bloom. You might call me an art collector, but I've always been more interested in the artists themselves, especially Nova Oz. We met back in 1973 when I commissioned an original piece from him. He even agreed to meet me in person the day it was finished. Just look at how handsome he is. That's that photo right here. Anyway, in the recent months, I happen to have published what I consider to be my magnum opus. It's an anthology of every major artist in the world. Surprisingly, very few authors have covered these obscure artists in detail. I know, I was shocked as well. Given your investigation, I think you might find this page on Nova Oz quite intriguing. In fact, I think you'd find the entire book intriguing. Perhaps you should buy a copy from the Postal Inspection Office when it's released. Best wishes, Minerva Bloom. And here's the book. Not glossy.
All right, this is from, I'm gonna read from up here.
Yeah.
A unique temperament, curious artist of the world, Minerva Bloom. Artist number 1213. Nova, huh?
That many artists?
I guess so. This is her passion, right? Nova Oz, a surrealist with an eye for the uncanny and a mustache for the books. Perhaps one of my favorite artists in this anthology, I know I've said it a lot, but this time I mean it, is Nova Oz, the famous surrealist painter from Greece. Known for his beautifully bizarre paintings, Nova is the perfect example of an artist who embodies the style that he paints with. His paintings are striking, seductive, and sometimes scary. And if you look at his picture, you could easily say the same things about him too. As you can probably tell, Nova Oz is an eccentric. However, for a man with such a huge personality, very little is actually known about him. He works out of his suburban garden home and very rarely makes any appearances at public events. Indeed, I myself once commissioned a piece from him and had to go and pick it up myself. There's a painting there with a signature.
It doesn't match this one though.
No, but there is one in the catalog. No, Leader of Nobody, 1978.
It matches the catalog.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing fishy there, right?
Mm-mm.
Are we supposed to like compare it? No,
I
right?
think this part's gonna be very
yeah,
important.
sorry, I didn't continue looking down. Okay. Peculiarities. Nova was an artist who often changed his style, everything from his paintings to his fashion style, even the way he signed his own name. It's a well-known fact that Nova Oz never signed his name the same way twice. Below, I've collected a few examples of his signatures throughout his most famous works. As you can see, each has a distinct style of its own. Okay, so there's 6 signatures there with dates. And then it says, coming up next, an artist who liked to paint soup cans and collect mummified feet. I think you can guess who it is. I don't know. Okay, let's take a look.
So it doesn't have cataclysm here, but this signature also doesn't match any of these.
I don't think it's encompasses all of the signatures, right?
Right. But I was hoping this signature would have been on a different painting here.
So this one matches this first picture.
Perspective.
This one matches this one. This one...
It's not here. I don't see this here either.
Actually, it goes only up to 1970. This one's not there. This one's not there.
Distorted Dreams matches.
Oh, this one matches too.
Which one?
This one.
Moment? Yeah.
Which one is not accounted for yet?
Union. Oh. See, that matches, but we noticed that it looked different from the catalog picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they forged the signature correct, but it's off.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this one, 1970. This one, right? Honesty or clarity.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how that helps us now.
Yeah, because we didn't find anything on this.
You know, if I'm looking at these paintings with an artist's mindset, I would say that in the 1980s, he starts to use more intense colors. It's just like in his, in one of the letters, it says that he starts to...
He gets more...
Not erratic, what is it?
I forgot the word. It's
eccentric? No.
Ferocious.
Ferocious.
He gets more ferocious.
So, I mean, if you were to give an educated guess, then I would say that this painting was around the 1980s.
Right, right.
Oh, I feel like we know, like we're getting to know the artist, and we're like, this seems like he painted it in the 1980s. Okay, I think, is there anything else we can go over, or that's it?
That was it. 'Cause
No!
now it's the locked folders.
Can we go to the website?
Sure, but we still don't have a lead on this painting. Find evidence that confirms all three paintings are fake, not originals. Okay, so it is gonna be each one.
Let's do the other ones first, since we know.
Yeah?
It has
This
the
one
same...
is because it matches the one in the email.
Mhm.
Okay. Which part is most suspicious? Signature. Yes, correct. There's something suspicious about signature on Mr. Lee's painting. What could 2 be?
Oh.
Let's see. It appears
Somewhere else.
yeah. What else do you have options? The style changes, but no, yeah, it appears somewhere else. Yes.
Correct.
We've definitely seen the signature somewhere else before, but where?
Oh, you have to be very thorough.
It's a painting in the spotlight. And spotlight is capitalized. I don't know if how specific you have to be. Oh? Oh, sorry, reflection. It's called reflection. Bingo! Nova Oz never signed his name the same way twice, but the same signature appears on both Reflection and Home at Last. We known that Reflection is a genuine painting because Nova Oz himself presented it to the gallery, which means Mr. Lee's is a fake. Oh, now open B5. Oh.
Maybe that'll help us.
Sure?
I don't know. That's what it
said
says.
to. Okay.
Let's not go against the instructions.
Here you go. You can do the honors.
All right, ready? Whoosh. Okay, forensics laboratory. All right, this is the analytics and investigations. Inspector, nice work catching that phony signature on Mr. Lee's supposed original. 3 different appraisers couldn't put their finger on the problem, but you could. Maybe a backup career to keep in mind? Anyway, Watts asked the lab to lend a hand with the investigation. I got in touch with Mr. Baker and Mrs. Browning and got their so-called art picked up. After a couple of x-rays, we noticed some things. Item number 1, a Union painting. We spotted a watermark on the paper. Nothing too out of the ordinary though. Lots of artists use these guys. Item number 2, Cataclysm painting. Only thing we noticed was that the ink on the signature was fresher than the rest of the painting. Again, nothing too suspicious. Maybe the artist added it at the end. Can't say for certain whether this means anything, but hey, that's your job. Best, Joe Juan Grant, Senior Lab Technician.
Thanks, Joan. USPIS Forensics Laboratory. All right, and we got some help here from them. Signature in fresh ink. Okay, that probably goes with this cataclysm, right?
Ooh,
And
ergon.
got watermark on paper, ergon stock.
You know what? Let me go back to ergon on a new tab.
Watermark on paper.
Okay, which one?
This one, Home at Last.
I thought it was two different findings. Yeah, the Union has the watermark.
Oh, sorry. This is Home at Last. So where did we put that one? Right here. So Union had the watermark?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. This is the one, another one we're proving. We already proved this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that the answer then?
No, they're just saying a lot of artists use it. Okay, so this one, ergon stock, I mean, technically they sell paper goods, right? Paper and canvas needs. But this says that it's a one-stop shop for paper printing needs.
Yeah, so why would their watermark be on a painting?
Right. However, in their advertisement, it says that their stock also is for canvas.
So it could have been on the canvas that was used?
I guess so.
What year was this?
68.
Oh, there's your proof. This
No.
was established in 1975, the company. So it couldn't have been the original.
Yeah. Okay.
Bingo.
But this one is still a question mark.
We'll do one at a time.
Although I knew it was different because the painting was different.
Okay. So.
The material?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
With it.
Oh, sorry. I said something doesn't add up. I thought it was wrong. Okay.
Says something about the material just doesn't add up, but we'll need to be a bit more specific. Wait, so what would happen if we try to solve the other ones first? Instead of that's this painting and we couldn't open up B5.
I don't know. Because maybe they intentionally don't give anything for this one.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, what's suspicious about it? It's printed on paper
That didn't exist
before. Correct.
Yes.
Of course, the paper it's printed on was made too recently. Something doesn't add up. What's the earliest year this painting could have been created?
What year was it?
68.
No, 75.
Oh. Wait, what's the earliest year this painting could have been created? I see,
1975.
Oh, talking about the fake, right?
Mm-hmm. Bingo!
Bingo, bango! According to the crime lab, Mr. Baker's painting is printed on ergon stock paper. This company wasn't established until 1975, but we know that Nova Oz painted a Union in 1968, which means Mr. Baker's painting must be a fake. You may now open file 60B6.
All right.
Misspelled witch. That's what threw me
Which?
off.
Which?
Which means Mr. Baker's painting must be a fake.
And that pretty. What does Judy say? And your little cat too, or something. Or
Who's
Wizard
that?
of Oz.
Oh.
All right. You may now open file B6. And here we go. File B6. Whoosh. Oz's home and residence. The studio of Nova Oz. To whom it may concern. My name is Valor Von Zoa. I'm Nova's eldest daughter. Thank you so much for everything you've done so far. When we heard the rumors about Good Plains Gallery, we didn't want to believe it. Looks like we can't stay silent any longer. We want to help, but first, I want to be clear. My father had no idea that this was happening. Thankfully, I can prove it. We were told about poor Mr. Baker and his fake 1968 painting. They said it had been reprinted on paper from the late 70s. Well, if so, it simply can't have been my father. You see, he wasn't capable of much by then. He could still paint, thank heavens, but he was too weak to leave the house. We only had family visitors, and it's not like he wrote to anyone. After all, how could he? To help clear his name, I've enclosed notes from his personal physician, detailing his health at the time. I've also attached a photo of the two of us, just to show that, even in his final years, he always knew how to make you smile. Best regards, Valor X.
Well,
Everything we see hides another thing.
interesting.
A little note there. Almost missed that. Okay, we have patient record report. For that, there's a photo of them. He's still painting.
Oh, it's the painting that we have to look at. The third one.
Ah, that's why he's so happy. And more, his style changed. The date. While he's painting that, we now know the date.
Yeah, and look, there's a peace sign on this tote bag. Not sure if it means anything.
Here's their house. They have a doggy here. And some art pieces on the outside. Patient medical record. Patient name, Fonzoa Gregorius, Nova Oz. Birth date, May 5th, 1912. Overview. My name is Dr. Aiden Bensing, and I had the pleasure of being Nova Oz's personal physician during his later years. As per his family's request, I have compiled my rough notes from my repeated checkups below. I trust this should be sufficient. Dr. A. Bensing. Okay. So I have some dates. I'll just read the years, I guess. 1975, right hand and wrist ache after extended painting sessions. Anti-inflammatories recommended. 1976, pain now present in both hands and wrists, though less severe in the left. Is that why his signature is always different? Exhaustion after moderate physical exertion. 1977, reported trouble sleeping. 78, loss of appetite. 79, slowed movement, exhaustion. He's recommended a wheelchair. Reluctant to leave the house. That's in 79. 1980, tremors significantly worsening. Patient now incapable of writing even his name.
So that's accurate.
Boom.
Yep.
There should not be a signature.
Nope. That's why I said when I look at the paintings, what is interesting is in the 1980s he starts to not include a signature.
Oh yeah, and they get worse too. Look, it gets like really bad and shorter. All right, I think that's it. Just read on for the sake of it. 1981 or July 1981, called to house. Health started to significantly decline. No longer maintaining conversations. 81, passed away. Okay. All right, well, I think we have our answer. The signature. Correct. This signature looks like the real deal, but something doesn't feel right. Let's see, what's suspicious about it?
The signature
is...
present. Oh, wait,
No. The artist was?
Oh.
In poor condition?
I would think the signature, no?
Let's see this again. The signature is... It says wrong, in the wrong style, in poor condition, the same in other places, too heavy, the wrong color, or too light.
Wrong. Signature is wrong.
The signature is wrong?
Or the artist was wrong. Hold on.
So the signature is wrong then.
It's
right?
wrong. It's a wrong.
Because it shouldn't be there.
I mean, it's not grammatically correct, but sure.
Okay, let's try it. That doesn't look quite right.
Let's try it again. Are you sure it's not supposed to refresh?
Try
Oh.
in poor condition.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The artist was in poor condition.
But it doesn't explain the signature, but whatever.
Maybe you'll have to do the next one. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Nova wasn't doing to wall at the time this was painted. Could that be a clue? There's just so many typos. Oh, enter the evidence number that confirms the artist was in poor condition.
The back of the page?
Oh, B6A. Bingo! Although Nova Oz was still able to paint, he became incapable of writing this own name after 1979. We know that Cataclysm War created... This was. We know that Cataclysm War created in the 80s when Nova was no longer able to write his signature, which means that Mrs. Browning, a painting, is at least partially a fake.
Sorry.
Okay.
That read was so struggle. That read was so struggle.
All right, that's it. So let's hit continue.
Okay.
Yes, brilliant work, Inspector. You've proven that each of the 3 paintings were fakes, just as we suspected. There's no doubt that there's something shady going on at Good Plains Gallery. Now, we just need to prove that the gallery were in on it from the beginning. We've called in a favor from the New Jersey Police Department. They've sent 2 undercover detectives into the gallery to see if they could find anything interesting. Here's a short recording of their visit. Who knows, maybe you'll find something useful. All right, play audio file.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How can I help you today?
Hey there, how you doing? Me and my friend here, we've been thinking about purchasing some art.
Oh, is that right?
Well, here's the thing. We're walking down the street the other day and we're talking about investments, right? You know, making money.
That's right. This dummy's got everything locked away in gold coins.
Hey, I'm telling you, stop laughing at my coins.
Anyway, we got talking about art. My brother, he bought some fancy painting about 10 years back, spent about 2 G's on it. And now, it's worth at least 20. And look, guy, I ain't no schmuck. If there's money to be made in this stuff, I want in. So we got talking about it. And here we are.
Well, gentlemen, let me tell you, you're making the right decision. And you've come to the right place. Did you have anything in mind?
Well, my brother, the one with all the new money, he said he got rich off some artist called Nova Oz. Am I saying that right?
You certainly are. As a matter of fact, I've got some nice pieces from him on display right through here. Come with me. John, I'm going to take these nice gentlemen through to viewing room B. Will you watch the desk? Thanks. So, your brother sounds like a smart man. Any chance you might remember the name of his painting?
Yeah, he showed it to me. But I'm not good with this stuff. It was that one of the guy with flowers coming out of his neck. That ring any bells?
Ah, yes. The Forbidden Audience. It's a classic. Your brother made a good decision.
Well, I want something even better.
Hey, tell him about the original thing.
Yeah, that's right. It's gotta be an original. That's what he told me.
Not to worry, gentlemen. I think this could be just the thing.
Holy moly. This it?
Yes, it is. This is an original piece painted by Nova Oz in 1979, a time that many consider to be his finest. It's called An Illustrious Accident, and is supposed to reflect the different obstacles life can throw at us. You notice the shades of pink scattered across the paintings? Well, those are said to be the struggles the artist faced, and the lessons he learned along the way.
Jeez, Paulie, that ain't bad.
Hey, keep it cool. Looks like a pretty picture, bud. How much does one of these go for?
Sir, this is a one-of-a-kind, a Nova Oz original. Usually, this would sell on the market for up to $12,000. Today, we might be able to do you a special offer of 11.
Okay, not bad. Let's see what else you got.
Of course, right this way.
Sure got a lot of art here, don't you?
We're one of the largest art distributors in the United States. Each piece is meticulously selected and suited for each customer. We take art extremely seriously.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Now, this, gentleman, is something truly special.
Wow. What are we looking at here?
This here is another originals of Nova's, dating back to the 1973. It's called Stairway, and it's said to represent the journey we all go through in life. We have the hero of our painting approaching on the water. He's met with a steep journey. Or could it be a fork in the road? Who's to say? In any case, it truly is a beauty.
Phew. And how much we talking?
Well, sir, just like before, this is a real original. The only one of its kind. Nova hand-painted this one personally, and it got snapped up right away by the gallery. If we were going to part with it, we'd be looking at the region of $18,000 at the very least.
That's a lot of money, Paulie.
Yeah, but there's something about this one, ain't there? Look at the shading on those stairs. I ain't no art collector, but it's something.
Indeed it is. Should I accompany you to the sales department?
Nah, you're good, bud. This is something I gotta think over. Give me a couple days, huh?
Of course, I quite understand. Allow me to see you both out.
Well, thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah, see you next time.
Should we have been taking notes?
I think it's fine.
So the only thing I can think of off the top of my head are the dates that he gave and the style of the painting. Because he said, look at the shading. And if it was in the late 70s, it should have been more, like his later styles of painting that are just erratic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do we do next? Continue?
Let's say continue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, you can go back to the audio file here. So it says, which piece of evidence, when combined with the undercover recording, proves that Good Plains Gallery were intentionally lying to their customers? We have to type in the answer. So which piece of evidence? I think it's this again, no? Or it was the one about, the magazine, where it talks about the style. So over the years, his painting style continued to become more and more ferocious. Even in old age, he would continue to dazzle fans and silence critics with brave new approaches to the art world. Is that it? You want to listen again?
Sure, it's quite long though.
I know.
I'll say the first one, he says that the flower coming out of the neck is clearly this one, right?
Yeah.
And it's a completely different name.
And the stairway one we don't have a reference of, right?
Mm-mm.
So maybe it's this. Maybe it's the catalog. I think, we should try the catalog because they describe that painting exactly, right?
Mm-hmm. And then the shades of pink. I mean, he does use pink in the 80s. I'm getting confused whether the pink one he was referring to is what year, and then the staircase one is what year.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've got some nice pieces from him on display right through here. Come with me. Now this, gentleman, is something truly special.
Wow. What are we looking at here?
This here is another originals of Nova's, dating back to the 1973. It's called Stairway, and it's said to represent the journey we all go through in life.
So this one matched the year then, right? We don't have a name for this one. So he's giving some different names of paintings, right?
Mm-hmm.
In different years. I think we go with the catalog.
But why?
Because they're describing paintings, but giving different names and years. So it could be duplicates.
But the first painting, we're not quite sure which one it is. The second one, the year is the same.
Yeah, 1973. but she owns it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what it is then.
Oh, okay. So she owns this, but they're selling it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
That was a slow progression.
Let's hope this is it. Okay, here we go. Bingo!
Nice.
No question about it, that gallery owner was describing Minerva Bloom's beloved painting, Stairway. We know for a fact that Nova Oz sold his original to Minerva, not to the Good Plains Gallery. Sounds like they're trying to shift another fake painting as if it's an original again. This is great work, detective. We should have all we need to bring these Good Plains goons down for good.
Shady.
Excellent work, detective. Thanks to you, we've managed to pull the plug on the whole Good Plains operation. Mr. Lee, Mr. Baker, and Mrs. Browning all send their thanks, as do hundreds of other hoodwinked customers. True crime stories, how it happened. In 1991, Postal Inspector Jack Ellis led a team of postal workers and undercover detectives to crack a billion-dollar art forgery ring led by Leon Amiel. Over the years, Amiel had forged paintings and sent them through the US postal system, passing them off as the real thing. The case required the purchase of 22 different counterfeit works, which were then analyzed by detectives and renowned art experts. It all culminated in a seizure of over 100,000 supposed originals from artists like Salvador Dali, Joan Miro, and Pablo Picasso. In the end, every piece was determined to be bogus art, thus the name, Operation Bogart. Woo! So that was the case of Operation Bogart. Went a lot smoother than our previous one. Obviously, we're still trainees, and now we're official postal inspectors. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a like, or if you enjoy our videos, why not consider subscribing? There's still the third and final case, so look out for that video coming soon. Hope to see you then.